Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of my Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough. We are on episode 3 of Baldur's Gate 3, which is pretty cool. We have crashed off of the Nautiloid, we have gathered some party members, we have had a few fights. We've got to the Druids Grove, where there are obviously Druids living there, but there's also a group of Tiefling refugees. There seems to be a bit of a race war going on between them, or not a war, but just a little bit of conflict, I guess, from the asylum seekers versus the people who live there. The Druids are planning to kick everybody out of the Grove, to whatever fate may befall them out on the road full of monsters and goblins and all sorts, to protect their home, rather than trapping the Tieflings in with them. We have worms in our heads, so that's really the biggest thing here. Heck, the Tieflings. We've got worms in our heads, so we need to go and speak to somebody, I believe, called Nettie, I think her name was, to see if she can help us extract these little wormy dudes out of our heads. And then while we're there, we might as well ask about the Tieflings and see if there's anything we can do to help resolve that conflict. And just explore the Grove. So that's where we're at now. We have just recruited Will as well. We met Will at the Grove, had a chat with him, and he's willing to join us because he also has a little wormy thing in his head. So we're all in it together with the wormy things. So let's go explore the Grove. I just can't get you out of my head. Boy, these wormies are all I think about. I'll stop, I'm sorry. I'm in a mood today. It's gonna be a good episode, I think. Okay, let us potato in. Wait for it. Okay, well, hey, there we go. We have potatoed. Right, okay, that's the entrance. So, let's go explore, shall we? I want to see what's up here.
Have I been this way before?
Have we indeed?
I feel like we're being watched.
By me. Oh yeah, the dead guy. Canon. Well, it's canon that he's dead, that's for sure. He was cannon fodder. I'm sorry.
Have some respect. This really isn't the time to talk.
That sounded weirdly, like, echoey, given that we're out in the open. I just ran over his body. I didn't mean to do that.
Not now. Please.
Okay, sorry. Probably shouldn't loot him, should I? Elegus.
Glad you made it inside. Doubt we'll be safe here for long, though. There'll be more coming. Goblins hunt in packs.
You could hold off a horde of goblins from this position. Why not take your chances on the road? You're scared of a few goblins? Pathetic. I'm going to say you can hold off a horde of goblins from this position.
Maybe, but we're not fighters. If they broke through, it'd be a massacre. The sooner we leave for Baldur's Gate, the better.
How far are we from the city?
If the road was clear, 10 days walk, maybe. But while the goblins are out there, it might as well be the other side of the world.
Is it bad to steal from refugees? Is that over that line, do you think? I won't. They have, like, nothing. Hello? Does she even know? Okay. Bugbear assassin? Who is she? Why is she important? Nadira.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have. Seems like a good moment to talk.
You have good timing. Never been much of a fighter, so wrestling a bugbear would have gone poorly. But you're not here for heroics, are you? Avernus's stench is all over your skin. Let me guess. Your devil mistress sent you to get her soul coin back. Too bad. I earned it, fair and square.
Ooh. What's this? Coin, mistress. You lost me. I've been to Avernus, but I'm no devil's servant. That bugbear would have crushed your skull. This is the thanks I get? You got me. Hand over the coin and I'll be on my way. Ooh, situational. Okay. Oh, it's only a 5. I'll do fine. I get 5 added anyway. Think I made it.
That bloody Irenes! Devils just can't stand to lose. Here. Now go back to the pit that made you. That coin's worth plenty. Don't let a squid get their tentacles on it.
Depends if we turn or not really, doesn't it? I guess he must have just picked her at random then. She doesn't seem like a assassination target, you know?
Peer through the telescope.
That looks like a dragon to me. I feel like the lens needs a bit of a clean though. Squint at the distant object, trying to make out further details. Focus on the telescope. Focus the telescope on the distant object, trying to get a clear view. Yeah, I'll do that one. Okay. I'll add guidance. Come back.
You see a dragon circling like a bird of prey, hunting.
Move the telescope to the left, because that's the way it went, didn't it?
The telescope points to the left.
Okay. Move the telescope to the right.
The telescope points straight ahead.
You can hear it. And move the telescope to the right.
The telescope points to the right.
Well, I didn't see the dragon again, but the Nautiloid crashed, we already know about that. That second one, with what looked like a burning destroyed building, seems a bit dragonish to me. Right, leave. Goodbye, Nadira. Nice view, look at that. If they were to build a like little house on top of this hill, it would have a very nice view. I think this would be a good bedroom view. Be bad on a windy day though. So that's the Druids doing their ritual down in the heart of the grove. I like that. You prefer to deal sublime punishment to a single foe at a time. Not in a duel, mind, because duel implies chivalry, and you're too busy getting the job done for honour. That's so spot on. You approach complex problems posed by combat with one distinctly effective solution. You hit those problems, really quite hard. Okay, we are levelled. Hello, Timber the squirrel.
This squirrel might be the single most adorable creature you can recall in all your stunted memory. It would be ever so twee if it were climbing a tree.
Oh my god!
Heroic. I was wondering if we'd survive encountering such a fearsome beast.
You stare at the body before you. You have no idea what just happened.
Okay, I knew that that was a possible outcome. I thought it was one you... So, normally it's one you can choose, or like roles lead to it. I think that was a Dark Urge thing, because I guess I'm just murdery, that there was no choice. I had to annihilate the squirrel. Timber the squirrel. I'm a monster. You stare at the body before you. You have no idea what just happened. It's horrible. I'm horrible. My body moved without my command. I couldn't control it. I just keep quiet. It came right at me. My instincts are sharp, daggered things. Stay out of their way. And they say my body moved without my command. I couldn't control it.
The swirling bile cauldron of your brain is cooking up a poisoned stew.
I am confused and horrified. I'm sorry, Tim, but I'm gonna loot you, of course. I had nothing on you. Hey, Astarion, wanna chat? I think I'm about to get an intervention from the rogue.
Huh. You look rabid, pained, sick. You're spasming and twitching. You poor thing.
I have almost no memory from before I awoke on the Nautiloid. Something awful is brewing within, I know not what. Overwhelming violent desires fester in my skull. I'm just gonna go with the first one. I don't want to cause anyone any concern. Not that death kicking a squirrel has not caused any concern.
Well, so far, my tadpole and I have been nothing but best friends. Something else is happening to you, isn't it? You have bouts of swooning and swaying, and your jaw is grinding like you're poised to chew off your tongue. Do take care of yourself.
Thanks, Astarion. Okay, I'm just gonna leave. I wonder if the rest say anything.
Something the matter?
No. They're just stunned silent. They don't know what to say. I wouldn't know what to say. Okay, well, that's a thing that's happened today. Oh. Cannon fodder's gone. Do you want to talk now?
Glad you were here for those goblins. Picked one off yesterday myself. Shot her through the throat. Well, that should have killed her, but she kept gasping. Clawing at the arrow.
Your first kill? Don't worry, it gets easier. Wish I'd seen that. It's boring when they just drop dead. Taking a life always has a cost. You have to feel it, or you'll lose who you are. I feel like I can't really say, this is how it is, my friend, because I can't remember, even though I know I'm pretty murdery. But also, I'm trying to be nice, so I don't want to say that middle one. I think I'll say the third one. Even if I don't really remember, I feel like that's just what I would probably try and advise. Like, it's good, it means you're human or tiefling.
I had the same thought. And it's just going to keep happening. You made it look so easy. The killing.
If I see a goblin, I'm closing this gate, whether you're inside or not.
It's probably for the best. I'm not sure I should be inside this gate, to be honest.
Aradin's back with his tail between his legs. I'm glad for your help, but I'd hoped you were Halsin.
Sorry to disappoint. I'm looking for a healer. Let's skip the local drama. Sounds like you've crossed paths with Aradin before. Seems like a lot of people are looking for that druid. I'm going to say I'm looking for a healer. Let's skip the local drama.
Fair enough. Didn't mean to get too friendly. If you want a healer, look to the Druids.
Okay.
We've known enough grief this 10-day traveller. Don't be the cause of more.
Would I? As long as you're not squirrels, you're fine.
Or a baker. Or a butcher. Sure. Blood excites me.
Right.
Hey, Bex. You sound like my kind of person.
And we'll have a dog, right?
They don't allow them in Baldur's Gate. Cats, though?
A little orange cat. And a house with a little door so that it can come and go as it pleases.
And a high fence to keep eavesdroppers out.
Don't mind me, I was just passing through. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. Good luck to you both. 2 tiefling refugees, you'll be lucky to get a square of dirt at a public house. Don't mind me, I was just passing through.
No bother. We're just daydreaming anyhow.
What about you? Big plans for when you get to the city?
I want a new life entirely, to be a wholly new person. I'm worried the Baldurians are going to rob me for all I'm worth. I'm quite clueless. Knowing me, there is a high chance I will start a fire and be sent to jail. How can you make plans? I can't remember what I ate for breakfast. I won't be joining you. I mean, I don't really know if we plan to go to Baldur's Gate, but let's say we end up in Baldur's Gate. I feel like Morrigan wants to be her own person, but is like got all these subconscious ties to her past and all this murder. So I think her answer would be blank slate, new person. I can be who I want to be. So I want a new life entirely, to be a wholly new person.
Know what you mean?
Do we ever?
But I've heard there's all sorts in the city. It might not be like it was in El Terrell. I mean, in Baldur's Gate, they give you a chance.
Good luck to you. Wish us a little too. I think we'll all need it.
Surely destined for the slaughter. What would be more perfect than to die by your love's side? And no love was not enough.
Okie dokie.
I suppose we'll start in the outer city. Get a little business going.
Your spiced tea is life-changing, and I can bake up almond cakes 20 at a time.
I'll talk to the guards at Baldur's Gate. I speak their language.
My love, you were a caravan escort for 3 days, and you quit in the middle of your shift.
You sound like your father.
Well, it was his caravan.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in El Terrell.
He has cool eyes. Let me see your wares. That forge is holding on by a thread. Are you a smith? I'm going to ask that.
Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before El Terrell fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
Let me see your wares. Ooh, goodies.
Don't touch me.
Astarion is such a cat. He has such cat energy. I like that Astarion's actual armor that he comes with, he's not even proficient in. Like, you can't even properly use the armor the game gives him to you with.
You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can.
Free food. I much prefer roasted dwarf. Stop thinking about delicious dwarf and take the bowl. I'm not hungry. What is it exactly? This slop is beneath me. You see why people don't like drow? Stop thinking about delicious dwarf and take the bowl.
Look, it ain't much, but it might make all the difference. The only way we'll make it to Baldur's Gate is to run, and run hard. If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every bit of strength. Trust me.
Why, hello. If it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh. You're twitching something fierce, love. And your eyes. You look like you don't know the meaning of the word sleep. Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore.
She has an Irish accent? Yes, she does. There's no need. I'm fine, really. I'm just here to trade. Let her fuss over you. I would let the Irish lady fuss over me any day. What are you, an alchemist? I've had such a pounding headache recently. Don't worry, my magic can fix me up. Probably. It's a wild card, we don't know that. It could also kill me. I'm gonna let her fuss over me because she's a lovely Irish lady.
Aha! You take a sup at that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie.
And what is this exactly? Drink the potion. Might this concoction also help with something more serious? I'm going to ask what it is.
Oh, 'tis just a healing potion, nothing fancy. Here.
Okay.
You just look like you might need a pick-me-up. I'm sorry to go on about it, but are you all right? You're looking awful peaky.
I don't really know what's wrong with me, that's the problem. I've been better. It's difficult to explain. I'm fine, just bone-weary after a difficult day. That's no concern of yours. I'm going to say, I don't know what's wrong with me, that's the problem.
Then let old Auntie Ethel have a look at you. First things first. Tell me what's at you.
I could spend all day talking to her. Sometimes I think terrible things, really, really, really terrible things. I know nothing of my past, and my brain feels thick as a bog. I'm going to say that second one. I feel like it gives more detail.
No. That's as serious gets. Our past defines us, Petal. Without it, why, we could be anyone. Were you hurt recently? An accident of some sorts? That could explain things.
I don't know. I just don't know. A mind flayer parasite infected me. An illithid tadpole wormed into my head, but the others don't have symptoms like me. All I know is that right now I'm imagining drowning you in that boiling stew over there. No, we like her. An illithid tadpole wormed into my head, but the others don't have symptoms like me.
You poor pet! My heart goes out to you, truly. But I confess that doesn't explain all your symptoms. Some of the things you told me, why, I've never heard of a parasite doing that. This is serious. I've ne'er a potion or lotion here that could do it, but yes, I may have something at home.
Such as? My time could be running short. I can't afford to spend it paying you a house visit. There is something strange about you. It feels a bit rude to just say, although it is like a sorcerer option. I'm gonna say such as.
I've collected some interesting bits and bobs over the years. You'll have to stop by my house, just at the edge of the forest. Let me mark it on your map. I'll be heading back soon, so I can meet you there. Now, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale.
No, what harm? Show me your wares.
Hey, bother.
She seems suspicious and lovely at the same time. She gave me a potion of greater healing. Thank you, Auntie Ethel. Oh my god, I can have a biscuit from Auntie Ethel. She can bake me cookies.
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way.
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Your mind wanders. If the crossbow bolt shot through her mouth, would she taste the metal before she died?
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with.
Shut up, those words could be your last. Step between the crossbow and the goblin. This is wrong, isn't it? Stand back and admire the guard's overflowing hate. I'm going to step between the crossbow and the goblin.
Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You gonna kill her too?
You, move!
Lower the crossbow or I'll deliver you right to your brother. No, shoot me. Should be easy, right? This won't avenge cannon. Oh, it was cannon. It won't change anything. Or step out of the way. This won't avenge cannon. It won't change anything. Oh, I'm gonna cast friends. Let's be friends.
You're right. I wish you weren't. I really do. Damn you. Damn it! Why do you care if a goblin lives or dies?
Because she's not a practiced target, she's a person. If she dies, she'll take everything she knows to the grave. A goblin prisoner, her life isn't yours to take. Because vengeance eats people alive, you'll grant the goblins 2 victories this day. My reasons are my own. I'll say if she dies, she'll take everything she knows to the grave. Because I think that's their only prisoner, and it sounds like they could do with a bit of intel.
If you believe anything the beast tells you, you're an idiot.
It's all right, Arca. Let's go.
I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids, and your birdies, and your dogs. Didn't expect to see a drow in here. Did the boss lady send you to rescue me?
Ooh. Yeah, she sent me. Ready to get out of here? Nobody sent me. Who's your boss lady? I'm gonna say yes. She sent me. This is interesting. I'm gonna cast Friends again, and Guidance, because why not? Nailed it.
Yeah. Take me back to the tribe, and we'll tell the boss all about this pretty little place, so she can burn it to the ground. We'll be heroes, blessed by Priestess Gut, in the name of the Absolute.
I don't want to actually let her out, but I feel like if I carry on asking these questions, it's going to be so obvious I wasn't sent by her boss. Alright, I'll see what I can do. Goblins belong in cages, you won't be getting my help. Who is this Absolute? Priestess Gut is quite the name, tell me more. I'm gonna go for that one.
Got a whole lab set up. Cooks up potions that fix our lads, no matter how much of a beating they take. Could probably stick your head back on if someone was to chop it off. Mighty booyog.
Could they take a tadpole out of my head without chopping it off? Alright, I'll see what I can do.
You won't regret it, promise.
I'm not actually gonna let her out, Lae'zel. Calm down.
Let me out, you bunch of softies.
Hello, Zoru.
By Mordai's eyes. Another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
Yes, and I suggest you do as she says. You heard the woman. Bow. Hold it, Lae'zel. I'll see to this one. I'm gonna say the first one. Well done. Oh, bless him.
Lower.
Wait for the tiefling to obey. She's serious. You better get on your knees fast. That's enough, Lae'zel. I'll take it from here. I'm gonna wait for the tiefling to obey. Oh, this feels mean.
You saw another gith. Where?
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us before we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly. Straight to the other side.
No twisting. Kin must have been in a hurry. The map. Show me.
She's so angry. She's such an angry woman.
Up. You can keep your innards.
Oh, you're not going to eviscerate him? I was hoping for a show.
Cool your blood. I'll indulge you soon enough.
Oh, bless him.
Please. I've been through enough.
Are we the baddies?
The locals prove compliant. A useful trait.
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
Do you plan to be that rough with everyone we meet? You're a dab hand at interrogations. We might need that skill again. And what comes next? Yeah, you're a dab hand at interrogations. It is a useful skill, being intimidating. I don't feel like we needed to use it on that guy, but I feel like there could be situations.
A shell so thin requires little to crack it. The Tiefling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait.
That too, to be fair, it was actually helping us, because that's a plan B that we might need. Did you say Tiefling? What do you mean purification? I think she already said, didn't she? I hope I'm not metagaming, but I'm pretty sure she said about going to a crash and they can heal us, which I assume is purification. I'm gonna say, did you say Tiefling?
I am unfamiliar with the, well, I shall not say culture. Custom, perhaps. You will educate me on matters of this Faerun.
Faerun. No, it's Faerun. What do you mean purification?
The creche holds the Zaithisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more.
And I shall leave. Okay. Kind of want to go in and... Okay, maybe I won't just yet. Maybe I'll come back. I don't want to start causing problems this early on.
Step, parry, strike, damn it! It's just not landing.
Interesting technique. Having some trouble? You'd better surrender. That target's a far better fighter. Interesting technique, I'll say.
Nothing but. Goblins in the wild, out for blood, and the Druids in here looking to kick us out. Or worse. We need to be ready for a fight. But I'm useless with a sword.
Try hitting the target. Demonstrate a swing. Show him the fluidity of the movements he lacks. No wonder you're struggling. You've no balance. Space your feet further apart. I feel like I am not in a position to teach any kind of athletics because I'm a noodle. But insight, I feel like I could do, possibly. Yeah, +2, that's not too bad. And guidance. I've used guidance wherever I can.
I'll try and brace them better. Like so. Step, brace, parry, swing. Yes! You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use.
One last thing. Don't shout out your moves like that. Spoils the surprise for your foe. Keep training. In time, you'll make short work of any goblins. Leave. I'm gonna say keep training.
Hopefully, it's just the goblins we have to worry about. The Druids are treating us like vermin. But I'll keep at it. Thank you.
One last thing. Don't shout out your moves like that.
Oh, yes. I'll bite my tongue when the time comes.
I saw you at the gates. You fight well. A few words for the kids? Spare a story or two.
They're just children. Why are you teaching them to fight? Soak the battlefield with blood. Do not resist death, but embrace it. Be strong and watch over your kin. In trust, there is victory. Bad news, children. You're all gonna die. You must outsmart and outmaneuver. Your greatest weapon is your cunning. I feel like, given that they're kids, you can be very creative, but not necessarily very strong. I feel like I'm gonna go for you must outsmart and outmaneuver. I feel like that's why they're gonna stand the best chance. Yay.
Thanks. I prefer when they smile.
This is boring. We should train against real goblins.
Next time the goblins come, I'll be ready. Oh, right. Go for the heart.
Good luck, kiddos. No Zevlor. Oh, is that guy we spoke to before? Yes, I think it is.
Have you spoken to Kagha?
Not yet. I'm not your messenger. I want to discuss something else.
What is it?
Why did Helsing go with the adventurers?
Some artifact Aradin was hunting. I don't know any more than that, and I don't want to. This grove is poorer for losing Helsing, but I have my own people's concerns to look to. No word from the scouts yet?
No, sir. But if there's a clear path past those goblins, they'll find it.
Yes, of course.
You're the one who helped at the gate. Glad to have another sword. We might need it.
Hello, Donnie.
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible. Or boring.
Are you alright? Turn around to see what he's looking at.
You see nothing out of the ordinary. When you turn back, there's no trace of the child.
It's a ghost.
Oh! Hey! You're one of those drow, right? I heard stories about you. How you all live underground and steal kids away.
It's true. Probably. Yes, surface dwellers tell all sorts of lies about us. Do I frighten you? You're thinking of the Loathsworn. Should you see a pair of red eyes, run. My eyes are red, so run. I'm gonna say that last one though, even though it's a bit ironic.
Oh. Okay. Hey, would you like to see something fun? Go on, take this ring. It's lucky.
That was a fancy trick.
You haven't seen anything yet, lady. Go on, take the ring and watch your fortune change.
I don't know if I can do sleight of hand. I'm gonna take the ring.
Call it. Heads or tails?
Tails?
Tails it is! See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap too. Interested?
Hold on. One coin toss doesn't prove anything. No thanks. Could I see your other wares? Thanks for the free ring. If there was magic in this ring, I'd have felt it. It's nothing but junk. Seems a bit harsh, but hold on. One coin toss doesn't prove anything.
Okay, fair. Let's go again. Heads or tails? Call it.
Tails.
We got tails! There. Happy?
I am indeed. I got a free ring. Not yet. Flip the coin again.
Really? I mean, fine. Heads or tails?
Heads.
We have heads! There. Happy?
Not yet. Flip the coin again. Do you reckon they'll just get fed up in the end? Here, take your ring back. I want to see your wares.
You got it. One sec. That's what I got.
Don't like it when I fail perception checks. Okay, you've got some more rings. Ring of being really invisible. Ring of infinite wishes. Ring of resistance to ants. So when an object is, an item is magical, it has a coloured box around it like this, depending on how like rare and special it is. So like this blue is magical, this green is magical. All of these that don't have a square around them are not magical. So an invisibility ring that's not magical. I feel like we've got a little con artist here.
You suddenly feel something moving against your back and turn.
Busted. Relax, I won't get angry. You didn't even manage to get anything from me. Get out of my sight. Observe her silently. Maybe these are just crocodile tears. Ignore her theatrics and grab her. I'm going to observe her silently. Oh, 5.
notice she's trembling. The tears streaming down her cheeks are indeed real.
Well, you shouldn't steal then, should you? Lunge at her. Real tears or not, she tried to rob you. Relax, I won't get angry. You didn't even manage to get anything from me. I feel like I want something in between. I don't want to lunge at a child, but then also I don't want to be like, you know what, no harm, no foul. Carry on and do it again without fearing any kind of consequences. I want to at least give her a good telling off. Fine, I won't get angry.
I can't do this anymore, Mattis. I'm sorry.
Hey, you here to trade or?
Your partner's a thief.
Yeah, I know. I was standing right here telling her to rob you.
I want an apology from her. You could at least pretend to be sorry. You can make it right by giving me a percentage of your take. I'm gonna say you could at least pretend to be sorry.
I am sorry. Sorry we're still talking about this.
What an attitude.
Look, you caught her. Good for you. You aren't a chump like everyone else around here. Now, do me a favour. Make room for the chumps.
I want to dropkick this kid. You do get these holes appearing. Sometimes you can spot them, but you have to be like a very small race to be able to fit through them, like a gnome or something. I don't know if dwarves can. Nobody can fit through. If I click on it, it just says...
Not a chance I'll fit in there.
And similar.
Let my daughter go right now!
She's a thief, hellspawn. And you will wait for Kagha's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Mragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
Druids, yeah. Oh, he looks so cute, though. That's not scary.
We need to get Arabella out, now!
You heard the guards. They're waiting on Kagha to give word.
I'd sooner trek through the 9 hells than trust that snake! Ugh.
I saw what happened. Why are the druids holding your daughter? You need to be careful. That bear would have torn you to shreds. I'm gonna say the first one.
Arabella tried to steal their idol. Druids lost their damn minds about it. They need it for their precious ritual.
Oh, it's all my fault. I told her I wished the wretched thing would just disappear, or better yet, explode.
Now Arabella's being judged by a bunch of druids who hate us. That's not right.
Breaking into druid chambers to steal a sacred relic. Oh, she sounds like fun.
She's just a child. The druids are overreacting. I'll talk to them. You've got your work cut out for you. Like you said, it's your fault. You should have tried parenting her. Thieves deserve to be punished. It's as simple as that. I'm gonna say you've got your work cut out for you and try and stay neutral for the moment.
We'll figure something out. We always do.
Speaking of, we don't have time to gabber. You'd best move on.
Lives are at stake, and the cowards only care about their bloody rituals.
I'd rather you not get eaten by a bear. I could try greasing palms.
We could help each other. Fight the goblins together. Instead, these fools are trying to chase us away.
That was meant to be overheard, you could tell.
Those dirt kissers would let us die for the sake of their bloody grove.
Oh, so cute.
Carl Magrin, give her a chance. You, step back. We'll not tolerate drow in here.
If it weren't for me, you'd be overrun by goblins by now. I'll go where I please. Why? What's so special down here? I'm not looking for trouble. Can't you just let me by? Ignore them and proceed. I'm gonna say the first one.
Keep back. Force my hand and I'll show you its claws.
A moment, Giona.
What? Why would she allow one of them? I suppose so. You. Apparently Kagha wants to see you. Go ahead. But a word of warning. One wrong move and every single animal here will tear you apart.
I love my character just like, oh, this is so unbothering. Okay. There is one thing I truly, truly hate about this game. I've always hated it.
Yes, I see. And is that her with 2 R's or one?
And it's him. It's Volo. Worst thing in this whole game. Worst thing about this whole game is Volo. He just annoys me so much.
Agene culamor in umbra tua pate arborum.
That's Jane. Oh, Tusk the boar, how cute.
Speak.
What were you saying to that bird? I'm looking for a healer. Help me narrow the search. It doesn't look like you're helping with the ritual. Are you helping to prepare for the ritual? I'm going to say I'm looking for a healer. Help me narrow the search.
Find Nettie in her room. Through the carved door, deeper in the grove.
I'm going to leave it at that for now. I want to look for a healer. This one?
Find our master. Return to me then.
Have you lost your senses, Kagha? Release her.
She stole the idol of Sylvanus. She must pay the price. We will imprison the thief under guard of my...
Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Kagha. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger.
A death viper. You've milked their poison before. A single drop of it could kill that child in a heartbeat.
Thief, poison. What's the girl's actual crime? Imprison her? She's just a child. Do nothing. Or one of your guards outside said you wanted to see me. Here I am. I'm going to say, what's the girl's actual crime? Even though I already know it. But...
Girl? You mean parasite? She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Kagha. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
The snake's hiss of approval reveals its intentions. Should the child struggle, it is poised to strike. The death of a child. A timeless tragedy that never grows old.
Oh, the voices are back. Flick your eyes to the exit so the child will try to run. That would get it killed! That would get the child killed! Your mind wants the snake. Your mind wants the snake to kill the child, but your heart doesn't. Snap out of it. So that's what she's trying to do. She's like, oh, I'll help the child run, hoping the child will get killed. Don't druids cherish harmony? Jailing the girl disrupts nature's balance. Could try it. Try the druid angle, not being a druid. Release her. I'll see she stays out of trouble. Keep silent or prepare to attack. See, I don't know. I'm definitely not doing that first one. That's savage. I don't know if that will give me more options or what will happen. I feel like that's going to be the most persuasive to them, but the one I'm not going to deliver very well because I'm not very nature-y. Persuasion is my strongest skill. I think I might go for that one. Release her. I'll see to it that she... I don't want to take responsibility for a child. No, I won't though. That's me lying, because I'm just going to be like, get out of here, kid, and then never check in again. Okay, I'm going to say release her. I'll see to it that she stays out of trouble. Even though I don't really mean it, but I'm hoping this would have been enough to scare her to not do it again, and it won't matter that I'm actually not watching over her. Friends, guidance, please. Oh, yes. Wonderful.
Very well. She may go. Break your word, and my serpent shall feed. Sif, Tila to me! Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Kagha. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
That went easier than I expected. I thought it was going to be a whole thing. She was just like, yeah, okay. Hello, Shadowheart.
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with.
How badly does it hurt? Are you sure it's not connected to the tadpoles, or turn to other matters? I'm gonna go for how badly does it hurt?
Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage.
Turn to other matters. Yeah. I feel like, you know, I've got my stuff that's not to do with the tadpoles. She's just got her stuff that's not to do with the tadpoles. We're all just a bit weird. That's okay.
A deep elf. In our grove, on this day. A sign. Or rather, a gift. Who better to understand a watchful broodmother than a beloved child of Loth?
I don't make a habit of threatening children. You protected your own without hesitation. My compliments. I'd have killed that thief outright. I love that I'm like, I saved her, but I can say, I'd have killed her. Please, we have nothing in common. I have no love for the Queen of Spiders. That's like the goddess that is worshipped by the drow with a lesser reputation. I'm a Seldarine drow, so I'm like a surface drow, so that doesn't really apply to me. I have no love for the Queen of Spiders. I don't know, but I don't want to get on her bad side. She seems kind of scary. You protected your own without hesitation. My compliments, I'm going to say.
And yet you petitioned on the thief's behalf. A curious display of mercy. A viper bears her fangs defending her brood. Is it not her nature to strike at invaders? I took back the idol of Sylvanas, and the rite has resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders.
The rite must be born of powerful magic. Zevlor believes his people will perish on the road. Do what you want, it's none of my concern. Reach for your weapon or leave. The rite must be born of powerful magic.
The rite of thorns. It is the Tree Father's gift that none come to harm. When we speak the final prayer, the great vine will sprout forth. The grove will be cloaked in bramble and thorn. No one enters, no one leaves. Sanctuary. None of this can happen while Outlanders infect us. Sylvanas demands that we choke them out.
I come on Zevlor's behalf. His people could perish if you force them out. Do what you want, it's none of my concern. I'm going to speak on behalf of Zevlor.
And mine perish if he stays. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike.
So I feel like, one, refugees aren't well known for carrying loads and loads of coin. They probably had to grab literally the essentials and go. And two, I see what she's doing. She's getting rid of us and them at the same time. pretending like it's all some happy arrangement. Then it seems I'd best speak to Zevlor. Prattle all you want, the refugees aren't my concern. Yeah, I'm gonna say prattle all you want, the refugees aren't my concern.
Then they soon know the sting of my venom. Get out. We have no more business.
I don't like her.
But I won't let this grove be harmed.
Also, does that mean she worships Lolth? Not what I expected from a druid. There she is, Nettie. Let's go. What a cool statue. Look at that. I want one in my house. A bit smaller.
I see you. Just give me a moment.
Is there anything I can do to help? Wait patiently. Excuse me, I'm more important than some bird. I'm going to wait.
This medicatrix. There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what? Drow. Last time I saw one of you folk, he tried to slit me open. I hope you're more agreeable.
Where did you see another drow? Enough. I need your abilities. That depends. How good of a healer are you? I'm looking for Nettie. I'm going to ask where she saw another drow.
That's neither here nor there. Look, you obviously want something. What is it?
More of your accent, really, if I'm being honest. I'm looking for Nettie.
You found her, but I still don't know what she can do for you.
Healing, as soon as possible. Do you know anything about mind flayers? I hear Halsin's the best healer around. I need to find him. Do you know anything about mind flayers?
Why are you asking?
No good way of putting this. I have a tadpole in my head. Something crawled into my eye. Humour my curiosity. I'm going to say I have a tadpole in my head.
A tadpole? A mind flayer tadpole?
You know of them. Can you help me? What other kinds are there? It's not like a frog hopped into my eye. You know of them? Can you help me?
I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way.
Neat.
Let's head on in.
Gee.
Don't worry about him on the table. I'm not in the habit of killing drow. He attacked Master Halsin and I in the woods, leading a pack of goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after.
He and I have the same kind of parasite. I'm hoping for a less grave cure. So you killed him and laid him out on the table. Is everyone being captured by mind flayers these days? Didn't think it was a common experience. I'm gonna say he and I have the same kind of parasite.
Seems so. Gave Master Halsin a right start. It's why he joined the adventurers on their expedition. To find out what was happening. A pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things. Studied them. Still, we have options. You don't have to be here for this.
No, I'll stay. I'd rather know exactly what you're up to.
All right. Let's see what we can do.
Thank you. I'll take anything that can help. What's that plant? Will it help? Just hurry up and cure me. I don't have time to chat. What else the plant is?
It might. But first things first. Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening?
I can merge my mind with anyone else that's infected. I fell from a ship in the sky, but someone caught me. It saved my life. An intellect devourer spoke to me as if I were one of its own. No, nothing strange. I just wanted it out of my head. I'm going to say I can merge my mind with anyone else that's infected.
Victims can identify each other. Not that the others know they're victims, of course. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening.
On a mind flayer ship, I was kidnapped and infected. I don't know, I just woke up with it. You're asking a lot of questions. Look, are you going to cure me or not? I'm gonna say on a Mind Flayer ship. It might help them like help other people, and they want to be good. So.
A Mind Flayer ship? But Master Halsin was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms.
I thought you could cure me. What about that branch of yours? I swear. Alright, hand it over. No, I'm not taking poison from a woman I can't trust. I'm gonna ask the first one. I thought you would cure me.
The thorn? Coated in a fatal toxin. It was a last resort, in case I couldn't trust you. I don't have a cure. Only a way out. I'm sorry for misleading you, but I had to be sure you weren't a threat before I told you everything. Now, do I have your word or not?
Alright, hand it over.
Swear it.
I swear.
I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a Mind Flayer infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of Mind Flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal.
What do you mean should be changing? You must have learnt something from studying them. Just tell me if there's a cure or not.
You can't cure what you don't understand. And as much as I know about Mind Flayers, I can't make heads nor tails of this. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow.
So you think it's only a matter of time? That's good news? You said you were tracking other victims. Did they change? That's a good question.
Hard to say. But there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne. And I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers. Joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back.
What do you want me to do? So, go and get him? You think he's still alive?
I think so. I hope so. I've sent birds to find him, but they can't get close without goblins trying to shoot them down. You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound?
Alright, I'll find Halsin. It sounds like you're making a lot of assumptions that could kill me. You're sure he can cure me? That sounds like suicide. I won't do it. I'm gonna say, it sounds like you're making a lot of assumptions that could kill me.
The way I see it, you have two options. Halsin, or that wyvern poison. I don't envy your choice. Truly. But this is the hand fate's dealt you.
You're sure he can cure me?
I can't make any promises. This is like nothing we've seen before. But I know this for sure. Master Halsin is the only one close to understanding these things. He's your best bet to survive. Otherwise, that vial's your only option.
Alright, I'll find Halsin.
Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you what happened out there. But those adventurers were the only witnesses. And they're long gone. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne. And Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath.
I was lying. I'm not going to drink poison.
Come on.
Wyvern poison. Never tried it, and I hope to keep it that way.
This calls for careful footwork. Let's get in and out.
Of course, I need to read that. Oh, I should go though.
On my way.
If we get caught.
Swift
Run
as my
away!
feet can carry me.
Nothing to see here. Thanks, Nettie. Bye. I never got on with like the stealing part of this game. Like I did steal a lot, but like even if they probably wouldn't have checked that person's pockets or that crate or something for ages, they seem to immediately know you've stolen something and start hunting down the person. Which just feels a bit cheaty. Track the druid, find whatever burrow he runs to, and report back to me. Remember, you are only a scout. Do not engage. Do not kill anyone. Simply observe and return. I shall decide what to do next. Okay. So he was working for them. He was like a scout. Find whatever burrow he runs to. They think he was going to turn to a rabbit or something. Alright. I'm going to send that to camp so nobody can catch me with it. I don't know if that makes a difference. I'm going to send that to Starion because that's pretty nifty. Okay. Wrath.
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented.
That Kagha seems dangerous. And if I hadn't spoken up, what would have happened? I've heard there's some sort of ritual going on. I'm going to say Kagha seems dangerous.
Well seen. Well spotted. We've let a snake replace our leader.
Kagha seems happy to rule the roost. Who's your real leader? How did Kagha take over the whole grove?
She is first druid in Halsin's absence. With him caught or dared by goblins, none may gainsay, but more will die if her ritual is finished. I doubt those exiled by the right will survive long outside.
Oh, so he supports helping them. So if we find Halsin, then we will also hopefully replace or like kick Kagha off her throne. If no one's looking for Halsin, I could do it. Sounds like I'd better leave. I'm going to say that because I'm already looking for him.
It is what Kagha desires. I doubt it is what Sylvanas wants.
Running over their table.
In darkest hour, a concord made, twixt harp and wild against the shade. Local history, written in riddles.
Aw, that's a shame. They look to me like druids. I don't know, is that like Sylvanas or something? Oh, I want to know the story. If anybody didn't fail their history check, feel free to comment what that story is. I want to know what's going on behind this picture.
The towers seized, the battle done. The moonrise broke the darkest one. You recognize the mark of the dark goddess Shar on the broken helmet. This army marched in her name.
So many dead. Sent to the Night Singer's embrace.
Moonrise must be a reference to Shar's divine sister, Selûne.
I don't want blood on my hands.
We have the right to defend our home.
So that's what you want? To kill a bunch of innocents?
I don't want to kill anyone, but I won't let this grove be harmed. Not again.
Makril?
What will the Tieflings want next? Letting the Hellchild go was a mistake.
Alright. Oh, another one. Wellspring.
By claw and tooth from root to thorn, the old oak's grove to wildlings sworn. The mural depicts a ritual, but you do not recognize the deity involved.
So she's Seluna. Please somebody comment what's going on. I'm so intrigued and I don't know.
We just let her run off. She's a child. A devil child. One who tried to steal from us. Yet she failed. That's what matters.
He does. Look at his little wiggling. So cute.
Again?
Oh. What's you? Are you helping prepare for the ritual?
I would prefer not to. But if Master Halsin does not return, Kagha will give the order. And my voice will not matter.
Ooh, so she's against it too. Oh, there's so many politics going on here. It's like Game of Thrones or something. What were you saying to that bird?
The bird knows. She needs to know. You do not.
Fair play. I helped defend this grove. I'm not your enemy. Suspicious. Do the other druids know? Because I could tell them. I'm going to say I helped defend the grove. I'm not your enemy. And I'm going to be really persuasive about it.
Forgive me. It is not you I fear. It is my brethren. More follow Kagha every day. They are afraid, and she offers a simple solution. Eject the refugees, and we will be safe.
And she's wrong? Sounds like she has to be stopped. How would we do that? You still haven't told me what you were doing with that bird. Sounds like she has to be stopped. How do we do that?
A druid and an outsider. We can do nothing without turning the others against us. Only Master Halsin can stop this. I pray my bird returns with news of him. If not, I fear for my people.
Throw a fish next to the elevator. Carefully nudge the bear's flank. I'm going to throw a fish next to the elevator. Nice. Actually, do I have... Oh! I have a potion of animal speaking. I'm going to drink it. Now I should be able to talk to them like people.
Salty fish. 3 heads.
3-headed salty fish.
Shh, I'm concentrating. Does this look good? Is the coin in the middle?
It's slightly off. Push it a bit to the right. Stop fussing, it looks fine. I'd leave it out, it's too dull. Kick at the bird, trying to scare it away. I'd say it's slightly off. Push it a little bit to the right.
Yes. Yes, you're right. That's it.
I thought you were Halsin.
The boar prances around, haunches clenching and unclenching impatiently.
Where's Halsin? He promised me a mate. Well, at least the sun is nice. You should try it. Lay down and bask in its warmth.
Oh, to be a boar.
He didn't come back, did he? His smell is gone. He's gone.
Who are you looking for? You're the saddest bear I've ever seen. This is depressing. I'm going to ask who he's looking for.
Master, he left with the weaponed 2 legs. He said he'd be back. But I can smell them, the weaponed ones, and I cannot smell him. He's not coming back.
Don't worry, he'll be back. You look strong. Why not go after him? Sounds like he's dead. I'm going to say don't worry, he'll be back, because I'm going to go and get him.
No, the woods have gone dark. There's too many predators lately, even for Master.
Ugh, Volo. I'll speak to Bosk first.
Just a moment. This man is recording my story. I am far from home.
As the colourful man starts scribbling, the bear sneaks a quick look at the page. His brow furrows. Incomprehensible squiggles surround a crude sketch. A bear disemboweling a clutch of tieflings.
Come on. All the druids can understand me. You can. Why can't the man with the pen? I traveled a long way.
The man nods thoughtfully and adds another dismembered limb to his sketch.
Do my eyes deceive me? A drow! Here! Forgive my surprise. It's rare to find your kind above ground. Rare and intriguing on a day already packed with intrigue. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest.
If I'm going to get murdery thoughts and lose control at any point, I want it to be a time I'm speaking to Volo. There is no overstating my disinterest. I have no time for questions.
I'll make it very quick. Hand to heart.
I'm just going to leave. I don't like Volo. He is so extra.
I smell drama amongst these adventurers. What have you heard?
She's playing to two squirrels. Keep me away from them. Karina and Spa.
Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will change. No. Become.
Stay still and listen. What's that tune you're singing? How can I put this? You sound a little unpolished. As if I'm one to talk. What's that tune you're singing?
More like butchering. Don't know why I bother.
Are you alright? This grove could become a battlefield soon enough. It's not the time for music. You'd better swap that loot for a weapon. You'll need one soon enough. I'm gonna say, are you alright?
No, I'm moments away from a grisly death. At the hands of this bloody song. I can't... Nothing fits, you know?
Let me see if I can help. I am not the creative type, I feel. Let me see if I can help. That's the creative process for you. Agony and ecstasy. Mostly agony. Why are you songwriting now? Hardly the best time. You better swap that loot. Oh, we've already had that one. That's the creative process for you. Agony and ecstasy. Mostly agony.
True. And when you finally perfect a song, there's nothing like it. But when you're stuck and it's just getting worse, ugh.
Can I help you finish the song? Best of luck with that. This grove could become a battlefield soon enough. It's not the time for music. I feel like right now my sense of urgency is probably not helping someone with a song, so I'm going to say best of luck with that.
Thanks. I'll need it.
Too sweet. Odiously sweet. The vomitor's gall within churns. She sickens you.
Her, but not Volo? Volo, whatever his name is.
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a gnoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her.
I hope we'll meet again under better circumstances. I saved your daughter. Got anything more than a thanks for me? This could have ended badly. Keep her in line from now on. No more light-fingered antics, right, Arabella? I'm gonna say no more light-fingered antics, right, Arabella? Like I said, I'm gonna hopefully intimidate her into behaving herself, seeing as I've taken responsibility.
Yeah. I mean, thank you for helping me. Stop. I was fine.
Your mother was a heartbeat away from fighting a bear.
Isn't that how Mum usually is?
Quiet, you pup.
Ugh. I'm never gonna hear the end of this. If I'd got that stupid idol, I'd be a hero.
You were caught and you could have been killed. What kind of a hero did you expect to be? No, you'd be a thief. I'm gonna say no, you'd be a thief.
A heroic thief? Mum? Dad? Mole? They all would have been so impressed. Mole said we had to do something, because the old folks weren't doing anything. They were talking when the Druids were getting ready to throw us out. Why can't we just stay in until it's safe?
Looking for steel? I have, well, something close.
I hope Nettie doesn't find out, but I've just sold the wyvern poison, so...
Keep your distance down.
Sold Nettie. I was lying. Hello?
My, what manner of place is this? A path to redemption? Or a road to damnation? Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning.
What would suit the occasion?
The words to a lullaby, perhaps.
The mouse smiled brightly. It outfoxed the cat.
Then down came the claw. And that? Love. Was that? They do know how to write them in Cormier, don't they? Well met, I am Raphael. Very much at your service. It's not every day one meets such a cavalier sinner as yourself. A true, bloody pleasure.
Oh, you're familiar with my work. Pleasure, I'm Morrigan. Am I talking to the mouse or the cat? Pretty words. If you want to threaten me, don't disguise it. Walk away while you still have legs to walk with. I'm going to say, am I talking to the mouse or the cat?
Neither. The fox, rather. Hiding, in a word. A silent observer, about to break the silence. Of course, what I have to say merits some privacy, as well as some more, let's call it, refinement. This quaint little scene is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes. Come.
Okay. Oh, we're here now.
There, middle of somewhere.
Nice decor. Can you be more specific than somewhere? Take me back, now. Or reach for my weapon. I'm going to say, can you be more specific than somewhere?
The House of Hope, where the tired come to rest, and the famished come to feed, lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last.
I genuinely want to eat loads of that food. I hate when they do that in games, with like games and films when they have really nice food and then I can't have it. What makes you say that? I'm getting tired of your games. Are these theatrics leading somewhere? Ignore him and fill your plate. I know what one my heart wants to choose. Are these theatrics leading somewhere?
Are you not entertained? Well, far be it from me to disappoint. What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do. Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary. Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain.
Draw your weapon. What makes you think I need saving? Why would you help me? I don't care what you are. I care what you want. Yeah, definitely. Knowing devils. That's the question there.
Oh, a mere trifle. How dear is one's soul, really? A rhetorical question, of course, but let me venture an answer. It's worth very little with a tadpole in your head. One skull, 2 tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all, like that.
I'll do anything to get rid of the tadpole. I need to think this over. You're mad if you think I'll make a deal with the devil. Then fix it or die at my hand. I need to think this over. I need to know what that means.
Take all the time you need, but make up your mind before you're counting down with tentacles. Try to cure yourself. Shop around. Beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my door. Hope. Such a tease.
And if I do want to take this deal, how would I find you? I'll have the last laugh in the end. Take me back. After that, I never want to see you again. I'll rip out your mocking tongue. And if I do want to take this deal, how would I find you?
I'll be around, watching you squirm like a tadpole through a nice, juicy brain. All those pretty little symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
Okay. I wasn't actually expecting that. Right, okay, Yep, okay, that might as well have happened as well. Sure, why not? Okay, time is getting on, so I think I'm gonna head back to camp and sleep, and then we'll do the rest next time, I think. That was actually a pretty cool note to sort of end the exploration on as well. So, with us?
Not this one, nor this one, and this one are less worthy still.
What are you doing? Less worthy still? More riddles from my resident jester? I'd hardly say he's a jester. I'm gonna ask what he's doing.
Righting the balance. Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking.
That's me. Will these hirelings be joining me willingly? Do you think I can trust these cultists? Can you help me change my class? Just to completely ignore him. Will these hirelings be joining me willingly?
Most willingly, forsooth. Their passions doth run deep for what hath been wrought upon them.
Do you think I can trust these cultists?
Suspicion always haunts the guilty mind. My services are all that I can proffer thee. What thou wilt do with them is for thee to undertake.
Okay, good to know.
Do you feel as flattered as I do? Fighter to dine with a devil.
You have a strange definition of flattery. Dining with the devil left a bad taste in my mouth. Devils rarely approach mortals without some nefarious intent. Would be wise to avoid him. I'm gonna say the last one.
Don't let his bluster fool you. All that talk of desperation merely illustrates his own. I think he wants something from us, badly. And in that knowledge lies our opportunity.
Gale is so smart. All I'm hearing is conjecture. But what is it that this devil wants so very badly? I'll remind you that when dealing with a devil, you always draw the short straw. I'm going to say the middle one. What does he want so badly?
Our souls. But I suspect that's but his opening offer.
Let me play the devil's advocate. The man is too eager. Do not dismiss his offer out of hand.
If there's one quality all the denizens of the hells embody, it's ambition. Quality they share with many humans, come to think of it.
What do you think Raphael's ambition could be? And how do you propose we beat a devil at his own game? You've got that right. What do you think Raphael's ambition could be?
Haven't the foggiest. But, based on the evidence before us, we can make certain deductions as to why he sought out our merry band.
Fact 1, there's something very strange and very powerful about our tadpoles. Fact 2, a devil offers to take it away.
Devils aren't known to aid mortals out of simple kindness. Whatever Raphael wants, we must be the key to getting it, along with our tadpoles. So, I say for now, we wait. If I'm right, Raphael will seek us out again, and when he does, there's a mighty bargain to be made.
Remember his Cormyrean rhyme? Down came the claw. Perhaps we should start growing our nails.
I feel like when I go back, I want Gale with me. He's smart and he's already one step ahead.
The devil with the silver tongue. An old fairy tale my father read to me. The kind with a hero, a villain, and a moral. A farmer made a deal with the devil, so the story goes. In exchange for the farmer's dearest fruit, the devil granted him a bottomless coin purse. The farmer's dearest fruit, naturally, was no apple nor peach, but his beloved daughter. We can learn a lot from fairy tales, don't you think?
With the right teacher, yes. What are your thoughts on the devil, Will? Get to the point. You mean Raphael? We should at least consider his offer, given our circumstances. Spare me the parables. I've no intention of bargaining with the likes of him. We should at least consider his offer, given our circumstances.
He'll require of you only what you're least ready to part with. And then require more still. You might think you'd give up anything for a cure. But the devil won't take just anything. He'll take everything.
This devil, Raphael, flaunts his paltry wings as if he wants to impress us. You saw the red dragon slaying his infernal kin above hell's fires, did you not? Next to a dragon, the devil's a gnat. When I am Kithrak, I will take my Queen Vlaakith his head as a trophy.
Kithrak? What does that mean? Well, we have no dragons at our disposal now, I'm afraid. I found Raphael to be rather impressive, even if you didn't. He might lead us to a cure. Show him some respect, just in case. What does Kithrak mean?
Githyanki Knights. The riders that chase the Nautiloid. They are the commissars and enforcers of my Queen Vlaakith's will. Vlaakith bestows no greater honor. To wield a Kithrak's silver sword is my destiny. I will earn my Queen's favor. And I will conquer every layer of hell should she command it.
Why were these knights chasing the Mind Flayer ship?
The Geich are my kind's mortal enemy. It is not unusual for the Kithrak to give chase, to penetrate the hells. This is unusual. But I'm not one to question the wisdom of my queen. I can see but to the horizon. Blackest sight pierces the many planes.
Now there's a bloody devil trailing after us. Well, this gets better and better. Shop around, he said. He seems sure we won't find anything. And he might be right. We've had no luck so far.
We'll have to cross that bridge when we come to it. He's not, we still have options. If you want to sell your soul, be my guest. Let's say we still have options.
Maybe. But all that, take your time, I'll wait nonsense. He's playing with us. He reminds me of, well, someone I used to know. And someone that liked to play with people. Creatures like them don't play games. Unless they know they can win.
We're not his playthings, we'll show him that. So what do we do? You might not be able to outfox him, but I will. So what do we do?
We keep hunting for answers. What other choice do we have? This is no ordinary Mind Flayer parasite. Who tampered with it, and why? What do they have planned for us? And why are we important enough that a devil comes knocking on our door? If we find those answers, we might have a chance.
Bloody hells. Literally. Just when I think I've got a grasp on our dilemma, a devil shows up. No matter. We've dealt with every other oddity thrown at us lately. We can handle this one too. Now, as for this Raphael, he knows our secret. He claims he can help. What do you make of him?
Help is help, no matter the source. Honestly, I'm not so sure. He's a devil, we shouldn't trust him, simple as that. Use your shared connection to read her thoughts. Well no, because they're always like, get out of my head, they know. Honestly, I'm not so sure.
I suppose it was a lot to take in. A devil sought us out, teased us with his help, but he also stared as if we were the banquet, rather than the one on the table. We can't hedge our bets here. Best we decide how to deal with him, if at all.
Actually, if Raphael can truly offer help, maybe we should consider it. I'm still unsure. He could be a help to us, or not. Alright, perhaps we shouldn't trust Raphael. He is a devil, after all. Enough about me. What do you think is best? I want to know her thoughts.
I'll tell you in due course. I just wanted to see how close we are in thinking, first of all.
I'm still unsure. He could be a help to us or not.
You know, failing to make a decision is the same as making a decision. Except you decide blindly.
Well, not really. So my thinking, this is where I stand. Let's explore all of our options and just know that that is an option. It might not be a good one, but it is an option. So I'm not going to say yes or no at this point because best to keep our options open, right? See if we can find a safer, more reliable one. But have that on the back burner if it's literally that or turn into a Mind Flayer. Sounds like we'd lose our souls if that happened anyway, so that's my thinking. What's your point exactly? Spit it out. Actually, if Raphael can offer some help, maybe we should consider it. Alright, perhaps we shouldn't trust Raphael, he's devil after all. Blah, 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 blah. What's your point exactly? Spit it out.
My point is that Raphael was stirring the pot, trying to unsettle us. I know people who work much like our new acquaintance does. You don't need a scourge or a rack to break people. Fear and self-doubt is sufficient. When actual pain comes, the victim's already done the heavy lifting for their torturer. There were no right answers with that devil. He was toying with his food. Us.
I'm glad I made the right decision then. Who the hells are these people you know who do such things? I didn't realise you were so well versed in mental and emotional torment. I think I detected a note of admiration in your voice. And so I didn't realize you were so well versed in mental and emotional torment.
Aren't you glad that I am? It's an effective trick. Watch out for it. And for Raphael.
Those murals at the grove, something about them seemed to catch your eye. I want to talk about all that's happened between us, or we should journey separately for now. Those murals at the grove, something about them seemed to catch your eye.
What can I say? They were eye-catching. Consider me an art lover.
Alright. Keep your secrets. Okay, I'm going to end the day. Oh, everyone wants to talk to us. Look at this! Never felt so popular before. Just Withers and Gale don't care.
Tingle runs through your head and down to your feet.
Ah, there it is. That shiver. Our little brainworms have made fast friends, it would seem. How do you feel?
Surprisingly fine, in spite of it all. Nervous. I don't like the idea of that thing in my brain. Confident. No tiny tadpole will be getting the best of me. But I'm more interested in how you feel. Yeah, I want to be cryptic.
Healthy. And troubled by that fact. Before the Illithid's unscheduled surgery, I'd felled hundreds of beasts and a fair few fiends. The tadpoles weakened me, suppressed greater talents, but beyond that, I've showed no signs of turning. No nausea, no pain, not even a hot flash.
Something special about us, or at least about our tadpoles. It makes no sense, I know. Why haven't we turned? We could probably dig up some poisonous mushrooms if you're that keen to be sick. I'm going to say the middle one. Why haven't we turned?
Perhaps the worm's vat was poisoned. Perhaps we're uncommonly fit. Or perhaps the tadpoles are merely on holiday. We could conjecture all night. I suppose the why doesn't matter so much as the what next. And that answer is plain as the horns on a war devil's head. We get these things out. Let's get some rest. Dawn comes sooner than we think.
A fine evening, don't you think? The moonlight shines warmly on us. The breeze caresses our faces. Hideous. All of it. Would that I were doing battle up there, among the tears.
What do you mean by the tears? Faerun isn't so bad. Give it a chance. You want to do battle up where? I'm going to ask her what the tears means.
Look above. Watch the moon cross the sky. The tears follow behind it. Rocky bodies tumbling through the sea of night. One of them is my crash. Clear.
Are all Githyanki from the tears? It must be quite a shock to leave your crash behind and arrive here. I'm going to say the second one.
Do you think me so sheltered? My entire clutch battled beholders deep within the eye of the sky. We infiltrated a Neogi spelljammer and laid waste to its crew. The tears span Toral's sky, Venisk. There is more to this realm than this grassy pebble. But enough of this. You are wasting your resting time. Come dawn, we resume our search for a creche.
You know, I've been thinking, reflecting on what tomorrow might bring. When we find the Druid, will he know how to bring the worm under control? Will this little adventure of ours be over?
It doesn't have to be. We can still travel together. Probably, once the worm is gone, I'm going my own way. What, will you miss me?
Why not? You've been to the Hells and back. Survived the crash. Survived everything that's followed. I'm not easily impressed by people, but you're stronger than I gave you credit for.
I thought you didn't like me. True, I am pretty impressive. I'm just trying to survive like you. I have many talents if you want to explore them. You're too close. I'm just trying to survive like you.
Yes, we're more similar than I thought.
Are you feeling alright? You can stop staring. Turn and walk away. Are you feeling alright?
Oh, I was leagues away. I just need to get some air, clear my head. I'll see you later, I'm sure. Sleep tight.
The leader of the pack comes to chat. What's on your mind? You must be pleased to have a clear path forward. The sooner we find the Druid house in, the better. I can't wait to get rid of this thing in my head.
So what will come next for you once this is all over? How are you feeling? You know this could be our last night together. How are you feeling? Oh, I don't know actually. I'm kind of curious what all... But then I feel like she's so, like, secretive. I don't think she'll tell me. So I'm just going to say, how are you feeling?
The same. These parasites are proving suspiciously benign. But suppose I turn. What would you do?
I'd kill you. Maybe I could leave you tied up while I hunted for a cure. No hesitations. I'd just end your misery then and there. Let's not do this. I don't like hypothetical questions. Me earlier discussing with Astaria and how we'd prefer to die. If you turned into a monster, I'd run away. I'm gonna be honest, I would kill her. I don't know. I maybe hesitate a bit, just out of respect. I'd kill her.
Wise. Though, I hope you'd miss me after I'm gone. I think I would if the positions were reversed.
Oh.
But you're right. If we're to make it through all this, there can be no room for hesitation. You're doing well.
Thank you.
It's a beautiful night. I think I'll stay up to enjoy it while I still can. Rest well.
Let's go to bed. Alright, I'm going to end the session there. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode. I obviously have had a lot of these interactions before, but because I'm playing the Dark Urge now, because I'm a drow, because I'm choosing different options, and when you're playing with friends, you don't each get to have these conversations. When one person's had the conversation, often that conversation has been had and that's it. So I'm getting to see a lot more of them as well. So yeah, although I kind of do know what happens, there's a lot that's new to me, which is quite exciting to sort of see. So we've explored most of the Grove. I think there might be a tiny bit more to check out, but that's most of the Grove and most of all the people in the Grove I've spoken to now. So our options are... So we did speak to Nettie, but our options now, because Nettie can't help us, are find Halsin and hope that he can help us. He's like the leader druid, who's much better at healing than Nettie and has actually been investigating the tadpole people. So fingers crossed he can help us. That's option A. Option B is Lae'zel think that her creche, and I've forgotten the name, but whatever it is in her creche can help us. So we have that option too. And option C, accept Raphael's help, which is going to be some kind of trade we don't really know what we're getting into yet. That's the one I'm most reluctant about, because making any deal with a devil is just dodgy. Normally you do end up getting the short straw and kind of agreeing to more than you realise, so it's an option, it's a possibility. That doesn't mean we're going to take it. And especially not if we've got better options. Lae'zel's crash, she said her crash was on the moon, or like a rock near the moon or something like that. So I feel like that's a bit of a stretch away. And I don't know, I mean, they don't seem like the most approachable kind of people. I know that's rich coming from me as a drow, but I feel like we're closest to Halsin, so I feel like that's the one that I feel like we would be more optimistic about. As a party. So yeah, next time we're going to go and try and find Halsin, I think. Try and rescue Halsin and just keeping the others on the back burner. Although, to be honest, a lot's been happening that I didn't even expect, so who knows what will happen next time. I still don't know what's going to happen in terms of Dark Urge stuff, but that seems to be very gradual. Just like dropping little tidbits here and there, so I don't think it's going to take a massive plot twist or anything. But yeah. So, lots to do, lots happening. Hope you're all enjoying it so far. I would love to know more about those murals or, you know, the wall art in the Grove, if any of you can comment what that was all about, if any of you know. And I'd actually quite like to know, any of you who are playing Baldur's Gate or have played Baldur's Gate, I'd love to know a bit more about your characters. Obviously no spoilers please, but yeah, just sort of what race did you play, what kind of personality or like alignment did your character have, who are your favourite party members, just yeah, like unspoilery, but your sort of experience and preferences. I'm quite interested to know. So, thank you so much for joining me. I don't know when this episode's coming out. I think for Patreon it will be too early. For YouTube it might be coming out just before or around Christmas. So, Merry Christmas, either a bit early or right on time or a bit late. But Merry Christmas everybody. If this gets released around Christmas time, I'm not sure. I hope you're all having a wonderful week, regardless. And a wonderful sort of festive season. Thank you so much for joining me. I can't wait to hang out with you again next time, and I will see you then. Bye everybody, take care, bye.